Hello, good evening students. How are you all? Hello Shillong Center. How are you? And from the last, can you come in front in Shillong? Okay. So in the last class, we have started that surface area and volume. And in that surface area and volume, we have discussed the formulas regarding the what we have discussed. Let us revise. We have discussed about cuboid, about cube, and then sphere, cylinder, cone, and hemisphere. And we have discussed about the surface area, lateral surface area, and about the volume for that one. So today we will start with the questions over here regarding the cube, cuboid, sphere, cylinder, cone, and hemisphere. Right? Any doubt in the previous class regarding the formula? Is there any doubt? Okay, so we can start with this one. All of you can see this? So first of all, try question number 2 in the starting. Question number 2, all of you. And use the value of pi as 22/7. There is a vessel in the form of a hollow hemisphere mounted by a hollow cylinder. Mounted means the cylinder is on the top of a hemisphere. Diameter of the hemisphere is given, total height of the vessel is given. You have to find the inner surface area of the vessel. Basically here the inner surface area and the total surface area both are same. take care of the calculation and use pi as 22/7. Sisipur Center, Tamenglong. I hope you remember the formulas we have written. No Sisipur. The answer is somewhat correct. I think the calculation error is there. You are close to the answer. Now that is right, Sisipur. Correct. Now after this, try question number 3. Those who have completed question 2, try question 3. Shillong, formulas yaad hai? Do you remember the formulas? Sonu? Yaad hai formula? Yes, Tamenglong, answer is right. Half. What do you mean by half? You have studied these same formulas in the 9th class also. In the last class, we have revised those formulas. कैसे भूल गए? See on the board, Shillong Center. See, question number 2 is like, a vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere. So this is a hollow hemisphere like this, and it is mounted by a hollow cylinder. So on this vessel, there is a hollow cylinder like this. This is the shape of the figure for which you have to find the area. It says the diameter of the hemisphere. So diameter is 14. It means this radius is 7. And total height of the vessel is 13. This total height is 13 from here to here. Since this radius is 7, so this part will also be 7. And so if you can figure out the rest height of the cylinder, total 13 minus 7, which is 6. Right? Since we have to find the inner surface area of the vessel, and pi is 22/7. So inner surface area of the vessel means surface area for this hemisphere plus curved surface area of the cylinder. So surface area would be, for cylinder, you know, it is 2 pi RH, curved surface area of cylinder, and for the hemisphere, inner surface area is 4 pi r square is for the sphere. So hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Only in this formula we have to substitute the values. Now before substituting, try to simplify this expression. Like in this expression, you can take 2 pi r as common. So when you will take 2 pi r as common, you will be left with h plus r in the bracket. Right? Now you can substitute the values. Radius is 7, h plus r. And h is the height for this cylinder. So it is 6 plus radius is 7. So this is 44 into 13, which is 572. Yes, correct. Okay. After this, try question number 3. And now this time take care of the calculation in question 3. That's correct, CC4. The answer is 214.5. And after that, try question number 6. Those who have completed the third one, try question number 6 now. In the third one, it says like a toy is in the form of a cone of radius is given mounted on a hemisphere. The cone is there on the top of the hemisphere of the same radius. So for the third case, your diagram would be like this. This is a hemisphere and cone is on the top of it. And it says that the total height of the toy is 15.5. So this is the total height. This is 15.5. Radius is 3.5. This radius is 3.5. So using this one, you have to figure out the total surface area of the toy. And total surface area of the toy basically means curved surface area for that cone and the surface area for the hemisphere. and in this cone you have to figure out the slant height, because to find the curved surface area you know that the formula for curved surface area is pi RL for the cone, and here the L is not given. So first you have to figure out that L also using the Pythagoras theorem. Sisipur, is this answer for the sixth one? And please, before writing answer, write the question number also. Okay, the image is covering. Okay, okay. No, no, 18.71 is not the answer for sixth one. Try once more. Yes, 220 is the correct answer, Sisipur. That's right. Perfect. Shillong, are you getting it? The question number third. Sonu? Okay, okay, do it. In Sisipur, all of you have done, or only one student has done? Then you can try question number 5. Till then the other students are doing that one. You can try question number 5, CC4, till then. That's right. Perfect, Shillong. And what about other centers? Tamenglong? And Shillong, what about the third one? Sonu, are you doing the third one or the sixth one? Sixth one. Third कौन करेगा फिर? Try third. That's right, Tamenglong. Perfect answer. 214.5. So I hope the question number 3 and 6, all of you have done. So let's move on. Do you require me to solve this question? Tamenglong, Shillong, Sisipur. Do you want me to solve this question, or shall we move on to the next one? Okay. So the third one. Okay, show third one. See, it says the toy is in the form of a cone of radius 3.5 on the hemisphere and total height of the toy is 15.5. So, we can solve it like this. This would be the diagram. A hemisphere is there. The radius is 3.5 and the total height of the toy is 13.5. That is given. 15.5. Now, this is asked us to find the total surface area of the toy. Now, first of all, in this one, we have to figure out like what is the exactly height of the this cone. So, if the radius is 3.5, this distance is also 3.5. So, the remaining out of 15.5, just subtract 3.5, you will get exactly 12. So, 12 is the height of this conical region. Now, in this conical region, this height you know and this radius you know, you just have to figure out what is the slant height L, because you know this perpendicular. Let's say this is A, this is B and this is C. So, in this triangle ABC, we have to figure out the slant height, which is L, and slant height basically is the hypotenuse of this one. So, using Pythagoras theorem, you can say L square is equal to height square, which is 12 square plus 3.5 square, right, using Pythagoras one. So, 12 square 144 and 3.5 square, if you remember, I have told you for the numbers which ends in 5, since this number ends in 5, so the squaring is very easy, just do the square of 5, which is 25, and the number 3, what comes after 3? After 3 we have 4, so just multiply 3 with 4, which is 12. So, 12 to 5, that is the square, since it is 3.5, so it will be 12.25. Now, just add both of them, 144 plus 12.25, that will become 156.25. So, 156.25 that is the L square. Now, 15625, again if you have to find the square root, again you can see the pattern goes like this. In the end it is 25, right? You have to figure out what this is the square of which number. Here it is 25 and 156 can be splitted as 12 into 13. So, from this 25 it will be 5 and for this 156 there will be 12. And since there are two decimal from the right hand side, it will be 12.5. So, 12.5 is the square root of this one. So, L is basically 12.5, which is the slant height of the cone. Now, since in order to figure out we have to figure out the surface area. So, surface area you can say, first of all, the surface area for the cone, which is pi r L, curved surface area, and for this hemisphere, it is just the half of the sphere, which is 2 pi r square. Now, before substituting, simplify the terms. So, what we can do over here, what we can take common, the pi we can take common and r we can take common. So, pi r we can take common. So, you will be left with L and you will be left with 2r, right. Now, just substitute the values. So, pi is 22 by 7, radius is 3.5, 3.5 can be written as 7 by 2 also, slant height is 12.5 and 3.5 into 2, twice of radius, that is 7. So, this 7 and 7 will get cancel out, you will be left with 11, 12.5 plus 7, that is 19.5. So, 19.5 into 11, you just have to do that thing and that will give you 214.5. Getting it? That's correct, CC4. That answer is also right for the fifth one. Shillong, Are you getting it? Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Try question number 7. A very good question. 7 and 8. Both are good one. Try these two. So the diagrams are very important over here. First of all, you have to see like what the statement is saying and how you can draw the diagram for that one. That is right, CC4. Correct. Perfect answer. CC4, try the 8th one. The 7th one is right. Tamenglong, getting it? No, CC4, that is not the correct answer. $7.84. No. Are you taking into consideration the base of the cylinder also in this case? See, okay, I'm solving the seventh question first. So seventh question says a tent is in the shape of a cylinder surmounted by a conical top. So there will be a cylinder like this and conical top will be there. Height and the diameter of the cylindrical part are 2.1 and 4. So 2.1 is the diameter, 4 is the diameter, so radius is 2 and height is 2.1. Slant height of the top is 2.8, this is 2.8 and the radius is still that same thing which is 2. Find the cost of the canvas of the tent at the rate of 500 per meter square. So find the area of the canvas. So area of the canvas, if you have to figure out the area of the canvas, basically it is again the same thing, curved surface area of the cylinder and curved surface area of the cone. It is also mentioned that the base of the tent will not be covered with the canvas, so we don't have to consider that base. So only the curved surface area of the cylinder, which is 2 pi RH, plus curved surface area of that cone, which is pi RL. Only these two things we have to do. Now while doing these two things, what we can do, we can take pi r as common, so it is 2h plus L. We know the radius, we know the height for the cylinder, but we know the slant height also. So it's very easy now. So you just have to substitute the values, 22 by 7 and into radius is 2h. 2h means 2.1 into 2, which is 4.8, 4.2 and plus the slant height, which is 2.8. So 22 by 7 into 2, 4.2 plus 2.8, which is exactly 7. So 7 and 7 will get cancelled out. So exactly 44 is the answer. A very easy calculation, no decimal, nothing. 44 meter square is the area, right? And in the second part, they are asking, find the cost of making the tent at the rate of 500 per meter square. For 1 meter square you are paying 500 rupees. So for 44 meter square, how much we will pay? So that will be 44 into 500. That is 22,000 rupees. This is the answer for this one. Shillong, do the calculation carefully. It was an easy question. And you are getting answer very different. 7 point. Yes, Isipur, the answer for question number 8 is 17 point something. Are you getting it, Shillong, now? And Tamenglong? Are you getting it? Question number 7. Okay, let's do the question number 8 then, if you don't have any doubt in this one. Now question number 8 says, from a solid cylinder whose height is 2.4 centimeter and diameter is 1.4 centimeter, a conical cavity of same height and diameter is hollowed out. So we have carved out a conical cavity from the cylinder, solid cylinder. So it must be like cylinder like this. The dimensions of the cylinders are given, the height is given and the diameter is given. And conical cavity of same height and same diameter. Same height and same diameter means like this. This is a cone which has been carved out. So we have to figure out, find the total surface area of the remaining solid to the nearest centimeter square. Now nearest centimeter square means whatever you are calculating, just you have to round it off. Yes, Sisipur, your answer is right. Just convert it to a nearest integer. So if you convert that one, it will be the next integer, whatever answer you are getting. So it says that the height is 2.4. So this complete is 2.4. Diameter is 1.4. It means the radius is 0.7. This part. And only this thing is given. So height of the cone is also 2.4. And the radius of base is also 0.7. So total surface area will contain 2-3 things like this one. In the total surface area, we will cover this outer region, which is the curved surface area of the cylinder, plus bottom. In the bottom there will be a circle since it is a solid cylinder, and the inner region for this cone, since it has been carved out, inner region of this one. So basically this part is not there now. So it is like this. So we have to figure out the area for this one, curved surface area for this region. The red region you can see, curved surface area of cylinder, inner surface area of the cone and the bottom circle. So the three expression we have to add, curved surface area of the cylinder 2 pi RH plus bottom area of circle pi r square plus the curved surface area for the cone, which is pi RL. These three things we have to add. Now in these we can take r and pi as common we can take. So pi r can be taken as common. So you will be left with 2h plus r plus L. Now we know the radius, which is 0.7, we know the height, which is 2.4, but we don't know the slant height, which is L. So we have to figure out that one. So you can see that in the cone radius is known and height is known. So for that one, L square is R square plus H square using the Pythagoras theorem. Slant height square is the radius square plus height square. Radius is 0.7, 0.7 square is 0.49 plus 2.4 square, 24 square is 576. So since it is 2.4, it will be 5.76. Now we just have to add 0.49 and 5.76. It is 6.25, and 6.25 is the square of 2.5. So the length, the slant height is 2.5. So we just have to substitute the values over here now. So you can substitute pi as 22 by 7, radius is 0.7, twice of h, height is 2.4, so double of that one will be 4.8 plus 0.7 plus 2.5. So this will cancel out, so 27 and 7 will get cancelled out and we will be left with 2.2 over here. And if we are going to add these values, 2.5 plus 0.7, that is 3.2, and 3.2 plus 4.8, that will be 8. So 2.2 into 8 we have to do. So it is 17.6 centimeter square. That is the area. Now since the question asks us to convert it to the nearest integer, now nearest integer or the nearest centimeter square, if you are going to convert 17.6 on rounding off, it will become 18 centimeter square. This is called converting to the nearest centimeter, like you have to convert it to the nearest whole number. So 17.6, since the decimal part was greater than 5, so we will convert it to next integer, which is 18. I hope this is clear. Sisipur, Shillong, Tamenglong, are these two questions clear? 7 and 8. Yes, Sisipur, for question number 9, you have given the correct answer. That's right. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, try these two questions. Here we have to find the volume. So volume for cone, that is 1 by 3 pi r square h, and volume for cylinder, it is pi r square h, and volume for sphere, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. These are the three formulas which you are going to use in this one. That's right, Sisipur. The first one answer is correct. It was an easy one. Try a second one. Yes, Sisipur, the answer is right. Perfect. Shillong, how you are getting 2 as the answer? 2 is not the right answer. See, question number 1 is quite simple. It says, solid is in the shape of a cone standing on a hemisphere. So this is the hemisphere, this is the cone. Both their radii being equal to 1 centimeter. The radius is 1. Height of the cone is equal to its radius. So height is also 1. Right? Now we have to find the volume of the solid in terms of pi. Volume of the solid means volume of cone plus volume of this hemisphere. Volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Volume of hemisphere is the half of the sphere, which is 2 by 3 pi r cube. R and h both are equal to 1. So just substitute 1. When you will put r and h as 1, this will become pi by 3 and this will become 2 by 3 pi. And when you add this one, this will only be pi. So volume is going to be pi for the first one. R and h तो 1 ही है. सोनू समझ में आ रहा है? Shillong, rest of the students, are you getting it? Raise your hand if you are getting it. And in the front row, are you getting it or not? Then please raise your hand. I'm like, I don't know whether you are getting it or not because you are not raising your hand. Okay, so try question number 2. In question number 2, it says, now are you getting it? Now you got it? Now you got it? Okay. So the second question, it says Rachel, an engineering student, was asked to make a model shaped like a cylinder with 2 cones attached at its 2 ends by using a thin aluminum sheet. So there is a cylinder like this and 2 cones attached on the top and on the bottom like this. Diameter of the model is 3 meter and its length is 12. So diameter of the model is 3 centimeters, so it means the radius is 1.5 and the length is 12. So length is 12 means the length of the complete toy or the model is 12. Each cone has a height of 2 centimeter. So this height is 2 and this height is also 2. So this becomes 4. It means the remaining height is only 8. Then only the length, the height of the complete model will be 12. So we have to find the volume of the air contained in the model that Rachel made. Assume the outer and the inner dimension of the model to be nearly the same. So basically we have to figure out the volume of this thing. So you can see it is the cylinder and 2 cones. So total volume is given by volume of the cylinder, which is pi r square h plus 2 times the volume of the cone. Volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Right? So now before substituting the values, I always say take out anything which you can take common. So you can see that pi r square h we can take common. So what will be left with? 1 plus 2 by 3. So now just substitute the values. So we can put pi as 22 by 7. Our radius is 1.5 and 1.5 is 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 whole square is 9 by 4. Height is, this is for cylinder, which is I got your point. Height is not the same, got it, my mistake. For the cone, we can't take common over here, because for the cone, the height is different. I misunderstood that one. Let's take this one as h dash. Now it will be different. So, only we can take pi r square as common. So, pi r square is common, so h plus 2 by 3 h dash. Now we can write 22 by 7. Radius is 1.5, which is 3 by 2, square is 9 by 4. And this height for this cylinder, which is 8, plus 2 by 3 of that height of that cone, which is 2. So this will cancel out 2 times, this will cancel out 11 times. So this will be 99 over 14. And it is 8 plus 4 by 3. So 8 plus 4 by 3 is 28 by 3. Now 14 2 times 28 and 3 33 times. So it is going to be 66 centimeter square. This is the answer. Getting it? शिलोंग समझ में आ रहा है? Getting it? All of you? Sonu? Okay. So now let's move on to the next one. Okay, now see this. A really good question. These three are really good questions. Question number 3, question number 4, and question number 5. ब्रेक चाहिए? Okay. Okay, so let's take a break of 10 minutes. Then we'll continue from here. Okay then. Okay, welcome back. So we were doing that question. So let's start with that one. So this is question number 3, 3, 4 and 5. We have to do all of them. Question number 3 says, a gulab jamun, who likes gulab jamun? Shillong? Okay, only one person. And Sisipur? So it says, a gulab jamun contains sugar syrup up to about 30% of its volume. Find approximately how much syrup would be found in 45 gulab jamuns, each shaped like a cylinder with two hemispherical ends with length 5 centimeter and diameter 2.8. So each gulab jamun is in the shape of a cylinder with two hemispherical ends like this. Hemisphere over here and hemisphere over here. So this is the shape of each gulab jamun, and the length is 5 centimeter. So complete length from this end to that end, the length is 5 centimeter. From here to here, this is 5 centimeter, and the diameter is 2.8. So you have to figure out how much syrup would be found in 45 gulab jamun. So first of all, figure out what is the volume of one, multiply by 45, that will be the total volume of 45 gulab jamun, and it contains sugar syrup up to 30% of its volume, and take 30% of that volume, that would be the answer. Getting it? First figure out the volume of one piece, multiply by 45, that will be the volume of total gulab jamun. In that total volume, 30% is the syrup. So just take 30% of total volume. 30% of total volume. That's right, Sisipur. Your answer is correct. Perfect. You can try the next one, fourth one. Shillong, do it. And Tamenglong. Shillong, are you getting it? The calculation is a little bit different, a typical one, but it's a good question. नहीं आ रहा समझ में? सोनू, ट्राई करा आपने? Should I solve it? Okay, now focus. This is the shape of the gulab jamun. So it is the shape of cylinder plus two hemisphere on the ends. And these two hemisphere will make up one complete sphere, right? So first of all, we have to figure out the total volume. So total volume would be volume of that cylinder pi r square h plus, since these two hemisphere on both the ends will make, if you join them, total volume would be of the one sphere, which is volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the volume which we have to find. Here, what we can take common, pi r square we can take common, because radius is same for both of them. So we will be left with h plus 4 by 3 r. Now you can substitute the values. Pi is 22 by 7, radius, diameter is 2.8, so radius is 1.4. So 1.4 times 1.4, since it is radius square. Height. Now that height is for the cylinder, right? From here to here only. And how we can find that one? It says length is 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter means that complete this thing. This complete is 5. So you have to subtract the radius of both the hemisphere from this 5. 1.4 and 1.4. So when we will subtract that one, that will be, you have to subtract 2.8 from 5. So 5 minus 2.8, that will be 2.2. So 2.2 is the height for that cylindrical part, right? So you can write 2.2 plus 4 by 3 r, radius is 1.4. This is the expression. It will go 2 times. So 44 into 1.4 divided by 10, and that would be 1.4 into 4, that will be 5.6, and 2.2, if you solve it this one, 2.2 into 3, that is 6.6 plus 5.6 divided by 3. 12.2 divided by 3. This is the volume, and now there are 45 gulab jamuns, so we will multiply by 45. So now what I am doing, I am not solving the exact one, because we have to multiply by some other numbers also. So leave it, the volume in this expression, multiply by 45, then take the 30% of that one. So volume of 45 gulab jamun, so I am doing all of them at the same time. This is 12.2 divided by 3, multiply by 45 and multiply by 30% also. 30% or multiplying by 30% means 30 by 100 I am doing, right? Now you just simplify this one. This 0 and this 0 will get cancelled out. 15 times. And now just multiply all of them. You will get your answer. That's right, CC4. The answer for next question number 4 is also right. Yes, Kohima, the answer is right. 338. So in order to, like, if you don't want to do any mistakes in the calculation, always remember one thing. First of all, write the expression, take the things which you can take common, and then substitute the values. Shillong, are you getting it, all of you? The question number 3. Okay. Now calculation में गलती मत करना. The calculation is very important. Take care of that one. Yes, the answer is right for question number 4 also. The fourth one is right, Shillong. That is right, Sonu. Correct. Now focus on the fifth one. In the fourth one, it says that a pen stand is there. It is made up of wood, as you can see in the diagram, and it has 4 conical depression to hold the pens. And so we have to figure out the volume of the wood left in the pen stand. So basically what you have to do, just find the volume of that cuboid and subtract the volume of these 4 conical depressions. And conical depressions are nothing but the volume of the cone. So total volume of the cuboid minus volume of the cone into 4, because there are 4 cones. So fourth one is quite easy one, just take care of the calculation part. So volume would be volume of the cylinder, which is length into breadth into height, minus for cone, it is the depression is 0, the radius is 0.5 and the height is 1.4. So 4 times of 1 by 3 pi r square h dash. So just substitute the values. LBH means volume of that length into breadth into height, volume of that cuboid, which is 15 into 10 into 3.5. Minus 4 by 3 pi, you can put 22 by 7 r square. So radius is 0.5, 0.5 square, 0.5 is 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 square is 1 by 4, and h dash 1.4. All are in centimeter. So just simplify this thing. So this will be 15 into 35 minus this 4 and 4 will get cancel out. This 7 will cancel out this 0.2 times. So it will be 4.4 divided by 3. This will be the volume. This is going to be the volume, and if we have to convert it into nearest centimeter cube, you can say approximately it is 524. There is no diagram for the question number 5. From the statement, you have to see. Okay, so let me make you understand how does the statement goes like this. It says there is a vessel in the form of a inverted cone, because generally we write the cone as, or we draw the cone like this, right? So inverted cone, what do you mean by inverted cone? When the conical top is on the bottom, like this. This is called the inverted cone. Okay, so this is the question. Inverted cone is there. Its height is 8 centimeter. This is 8. And radius of the top, which is open, it is open from the top, 5 centimeter. So this radius is 5. It is filled with water up to the brim. Up to the brim means up to top level, or you can say the complete cone is filled with the water. On the top edge it is filled. When the lead shots, each of which is a sphere of radius 0.5 centimeter, are dropped into the vessel, 1/4 of the water flows out. So when we put some lead balls in it, some of the water gas flows out. So we have to figure out how many lead shots dropped in the vessel. So that balls are in the shape of a sphere. And if you remember that Archimedes principle, if you have studied in the 9th class, the amount of water displaced, that is equal to the volume of the ball, volume of the object, or you can say. You remember that Archimedes principle? Shillong, Kohima, Sisipur, Tamenglong. Archimedes principle yaad hai? So that concept you have to apply, because the amount of water getting displaced, that is equal to the volume of the object that is submerged in the water. So, and what it is written, the lead shots are in the shape of a sphere of radius 0.5. So you can figure out the volume of the ball. 1/4 of the water flows out. 1/4 of the water means whatever is the amount of water in the cone. So first of all, figure out the volume of the water in the cone. 1/4 of that water goes out. It means 1/4 of the water is equal to the volume of that balls. So we have to figure out how many lead shots are there. So what you can do, you can take this expression, 1/4 of volume of cone. Volume of cone means volume of water. So 1/4 of this one, that is equal to the total volume of the lead balls. And if there is one lead ball, so suppose there is n lead balls. So volume of lead ball multiply by n. N means the number, how many balls were there. Volume of one ball into number of balls. So you can write down the expression 1/4. Volume of cone is 1/3 pi r square h. And volume of one ball is in the shape of a sphere. Please don't talk, Shillong. So volume of lead ball, it is in the shape of a sphere. So 4/3 pi r dash cube. Make sure that this r and that r is different, and multiply by the n. Here you can cancel out that pi from both the side, because pi is same, and this 3 and 3 will also get cancelled out. So now it is 1/4 r square, that is for cone, and for cone we have the radius is 5 and height is 8. So 5 square is 25, height is 8, that is equal to 4. Radius of that sphere is 0.5. So 0.5 whole cube, it is 0.125 into n we have to do. So now we can cancel out this 4, will cancel out this 8 2 times. So 25 into 2, that will become 50, is equal to 4 into 0.125. This can be written as 1000, this can be written as 1/8, this will cancel out 2 times, and 2 will get multiplied with 50, n is going to be 100. there are 100 lead balls which are submerged in the water. Getting it, all of you? Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Okay, try this now. Question number 6, 7 and 8. सोनू क्या हो रहा है? Why are you talking? Please concentrate on your work. Okay, okay. Then it's okay. That's right, CC4. The answer is correct. Okay, I should give you the hint. It says as Shillong, ध्यान से देखना. A solid iron pole consists of a cylinder of height this one and a base diameter of this one, which is surmounted by another cylinder. So there is a cylinder in the base like this, and this is about this one. Height is given and the diameter is given, right? Similarly, is surmounted by another cylinder. On the top of it, there is another cylinder like this, right? And the height and the radius is this one for the second cylinder, blue one. So find the mass of the pole given that 1 centimeter cube of iron has approximately 8 gram of mass. So first of all, figure out the volume. You know this is relation is given 1 centimeter cube has 8 gram of mass. So figure out the volume. Whatever is the volume you are getting, volume means adding the volume of first cylinder plus volume of second cylinder. Whatever volume you are getting, 1 centimeter cube has a mass of 8 gram. So just multiply the volume. So total mass we have to figure out. So it will be volume multiplied by 8 gram. That would be the answer. Just do it like this. Yes, Kohima, that answer is right. Perfect. You can try the 7th one. It's a 6-digit, 6. Okay, so I'm solving the, so I hope you understand the meaning of the question. Surrender. Okay, I'm solving it. Just focus. No, CC4, the answer is not right. See, the question number 6. First of all, we have to we have to add the volume for both the cylinder. So, pi R1 square H1 plus pi R2 square H2. That is the volume for cylinder 1 and that is the volume for cylinder 2. Pi we can take common. So, first cylinder, height is 220 and diameter is 24. Diameter 24, it means it will be, radius will be 12. So 12 square, 144 into 220, which is the height, plus for second one radius is 8. So 8 square, which is 64, height is 60. This will be the volume. So you can put pi as 3.14, we have to substitute. So when you put pi as 3.14 and 144 into 220 you have to do. So it will be 31680 plus 64 into 6. So 64 into 6, that would be 360 and 24, 3840. Right. Now 316 plus 3840, 31680. So that would be 35520. Right. So this is the volume you will get. Now you have to multiply by 3.14 also, and since this is in centimeter cube, so we have to multiply it by 8 because 1 centimeter cube has a weight of 8 gram. So we have to figure out what is the total weight. So total weight would be 3.14 into 35520 into 8. That is the correct answer. So when you will do, you will get the answer in terms of grams. Now calculation you can do. Tamenglong, aa raha hai samajh mein? Are you getting it now? You have surrendered. Now are you getting it, Tamenglong? Now multiplication you can do, I hope. The method. No, multiplication you can't surrender in this case. Multiplication you have to do. And the answer, finally I am writing the answer over here. You can do the multiplication. The answer is 89262.4. This is the answer. 892262.4 gram. If you want to convert it into kilogram, just divide by 1000. So in kilogram, it would be 892.2624 kilogram. So either you can give answer in gram or in gram. Oh, CC4. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry. So 14297, 142 you are getting, CC4 for the 7th one, right? Yeah, that is wrong. So are you, any doubt in the 6th one? Anybody? CC4, I am coming back to you, just 1 minute. Any doubt in the 6th one? Shillong, Tamenglong, I hope you are getting it now. Only the calculation part is there. सोनू नहीं आ रहा समझ में? Okay. Now I am coming back to the question number 7. So CC4 also focus. So in the question number 7, it is written that there is a right circular cone of height. The dimension of the cone is given. The height for the cone is given and the radius of the base is given, right? It is standing on the hemisphere. The radius of the hemisphere is also given. So this type of question we have already done. On the base it is a hemisphere and on the top there is a cone. That complete thing is placed upright. Upright means the conical portion is on the top. It is placed in a right circular cylinder full of water such that it touches the bottom of the cylinder. Find the volume of water left in the cylinder if the radius of cylinder is 60 centimeter and the height is 180 centimeter. So you can see over here the radius is same for all of them, that for the cone, for the hemisphere and for the cylinder. And one more thing, if you focus on the height, height of the cone is 120 and height of that hemisphere is again whatever is the radius, that will be the height, that will be 60. So 120 plus 60 is 180 and height of that cylinder is 180 also. It means it will be completely packed into that cylinder. So the diagram will be like this. This is the cylinder. In that cylinder, this is the cone, hemisphere, and this is the cone. Because the height for the cone is 120 and this is 60 and complete 180 is the height of that cylinder. Radius is same for all of them, which is 60. Now we have to figure out the volume of water left in the cylinder. Volume of water left in the cylinder, it means just figure out the volume of the cylinder, subtract the volume of the shape. So this region is the answer. Whatever amount of water is there in this region, that is the thing we have to find. So what we can do, from the total volume of the cylinder, subtract the volume of this cone plus hemispherical shape object. So volume of the cylinder, which is pi r, radius is same for all of them, pi r square, capital H we can use for that cylinder, minus these two things. So for the hemisphere, volume is 2 by 3 pi r cube, plus for the cone, the volume is 1 by 3 pi r square h. This is the expression which we have to simplify. Now what you can take common from here, you can take pi r square. Pi r square you can take common. So you will be left with capital H minus 2 by 3 r minus 1 by 3 small h. This is the expression we have to simplify. CC4, are you getting it now? And now the pi we can substitute 22 by 7. Radius is 60, so it will be 60 square, which is 3600. I guess the calculation is going to be very large because the radius is 60 and there is 3600. And the height is this is the complete height for the cylinder, which is 180. And minus 2 by 3 of r. Small r is 60. When you put 60 over here, that will become 60 into 2. 120 divided by 3, that is 40. We can directly write. And the small h represents the height for that cone. Height for that cone is 120 and 120 divided by 3, that is 40 again. So it will be 22 by 7 into 3600. 180 minus 80, that is 100. Not so difficult calculation, it is an easy one. So it will be 22 over 7 into 36, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros are there. This is the volume of the water. Now you can, and the answer is going to be centimeter cube. Now you can do this multiplication part, you can do. Tamenglong, Sisipur, Kohima, Shillong. I hope you are getting this one now. So how much is the answer, Sisipur, now? Calculate it. Tell me the answer. Sisipur, that is right. Shillong, that is also right. Tamenglong, that is also right. And now Sisipur and Shillong, you can also convert this answer in terms of meter cube also. If you want to convert it into meter cube, you remember that you have to divide it by 10 lakh. 100 into 100 into 100. अगर मीटर क्यूब में आंसर करना है तो. So in terms of meter cube, that because all of you are giving answer, so this is the correct answer. You are giving answer as 1131428.57, right? This is in centimeter cube. So you can convert this into meter cube by dividing it by 100 into 100 into 100. So it will be 1.131 meter cube. You can also give your answer like this in terms of meter cube. I hope all of you are getting it. Is it clear till now? Okay. So now the next part, so we have done enough questions today. So next part that is left is for the frustum of a cone, right? When we cut the cone parallel to the base, the shape you get, or you can say the shape of the bucket, that is known as the frustum of a cone. That we will discuss in the next class. So till then, practice as much questions as you can from the module also, and just leave that part of the frustum of the cone and try all the questions which you can. So see you in the next class then. Okay then, bye. What is this Sisipur by 1000000? Okay, bye.